When you think of Bill Gates, what comes to mind? The tech genius behind Microsoft? The philanthropist known for his work with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? While these are the most common associations, there's another side to Gates that many people have missed: his increasing interest in farmland. Yes, you heard that right. Bill Gates, the billionaire who revolutionized the tech world, has quietly become one of the largest private owners of farmland in the United States. But why? Why is Bill Gates, a man whose fortune was built on software, spending billions on land that grows crops and raises livestock? In this video, we'll dive deep into Gates' surprising agricultural investments, explore his reasons for buying up farmland, and uncover the bigger plan behind his agricultural empire. The surprising shift in focus. Bill Gates' move into farmland may seem unusual at first, but if you think about it, it makes sense. As one of the wealthiest men in the world, Gates is always looking for new opportunities to invest his fortune. But what makes farmland so appealing? For one, it's a tangible asset that provides long-term returns. Farmland has consistently outperformed other investments like stocks, especially during times of economic uncertainty. But there is more to it than just a financial play. Gates' interest in agriculture and sustainability has grown over the years. In fact, he's spoken publicly about his concerns regarding climate change, global food security, and the need for more sustainable farming practices. It's clear that Gates sees farmland not just as a business opportunity, but also as a way to influence global change. The scope of Gates' farmland holdings. Now, let's talk about the scale of Gates' agricultural investments. As of recent reports, Bill Gates owns roughly 270,000 acres of farmland across 18 states in the U.S. This makes him the largest private farmland owner in the country. His farmland portfolio includes everything from row crops like corn and soybeans to orchards, forests, and even grazing land for cattle. Gates has been quietly acquiring these properties through a variety of investment vehicles, including his firm, Cascade Investment, and through partnerships with other investors. While this massive land acquisition may raise some eyebrows, Gates has been strategic in his approach. Instead of simply buying up random plots of land, he's focused on acquiring large, high-quality tracts of farmland in areas with fertile soil and access to water, crucial resources for farming. Gates' farmland investments span across several key regions, including the Midwest, the South, and parts of the Pacific Northwest. Sustainability and innovation. Gates' vision for agriculture. So, what is Gates' grand vision for all this farmland? It's clear that his interest goes beyond simply collecting land for wealth-building purposes. Gates has long been an advocate for sustainable development and innovation, and his farmland investments are no exception. In fact, he's heavily involved in pushing for the use of new technologies and methods to improve farming practices. One of Gates' key goals is to make agriculture more sustainable and efficient. He's a vocal supporter of precision farming, which uses data and technology to optimize crop yields while minimizing environmental impact. For example, Gates has invested in companies that develop software and tools for farmers to better manage water usage, reduce pesticide use, and improve soil health. By bringing technology to farming, Gates hopes to create a more sustainable food system that can better cope with the challenges of climate change, growing populations, and shrinking resources. Tackling climate change and global food security. Beyond technology, Gates' farmland investments are also tied to his broader goals of addressing climate change and global food security. Gates has repeatedly warned that the world's agricultural systems are under immense pressure due to climate change. Droughts, floods, and other extreme weather events are becoming more frequent, making it harder for farmers to grow food. Meanwhile, the global population continues to grow, which puts even more strain on food production systems. Gates believes that improving farming practices and investing in sustainable agriculture can help mitigate some of these issues. He's particularly interested in finding ways to reduce the carbon footprint of farming. For example, Gates has invested in companies that are working on developing plant-based alternatives to meat, which he sees as a way to reduce the environmental impact of livestock farming. He's also supporting initiatives to reduce methane emissions from agriculture and improve the resilience of crops to climate-related stress. Gates' investments in ag tech. In addition to acquiring farmland, Gates has also been investing heavily in ag tech, or agricultural technology. This includes companies focused on everything from crop genetics and precision farming to soil health and vertical farming. One of his most notable investments is in the company Plenty, which specializes in vertical farming, a method of growing crops indoors in stacked layers, often using hydroponics or aeroponics. This method allows for more efficient use of space and resources, making it possible to grow food in urban environments or areas with limited arable land. Gates has also backed companies like Indigo Ag, which uses microbial treatments to improve soil health and crop yields, and Carbon Clean Solutions, which is working on carbon capture technology for industrial applications, including agriculture. Through these investments, Gates is hoping to revolutionize the agricultural industry and make it more sustainable, efficient, and less harmful to the environment. The controversy. Why are people concerned? Of course, Bill Gates' farmland acquisitions have not been without controversy. Some critics argue that his large-scale investments in agriculture are part of a broader trend of wealthy elites controlling vital resources, including land, water, and food. There's also concern about the influence that Gates and other billionaires may have over farming practices and policies, especially when it comes to issues like genetically modified organisms, GMOs, pesticides, and the use of data in farming. In particular, some farmers and rural communities have expressed frustration with the idea of large institutional investors like Gates buying up land that was once owned by small family farmers. These critics argue that it could drive up land prices and make it harder for the average person to access farmland. Additionally, there are concerns about the impact of Gates' technology-driven approach to farming, with some fearing that it could lead to more industrialized, less diverse agricultural practices. What does the future hold? It is very evident that Gates' investments in farmland are a component of a bigger strategy to change the future of agriculture, notwithstanding the controversy that may be found surrounding them. The fact that Gates is thinking about the long term cannot be denied, regardless of whether or not you agree with the techniques he employs. His objective is to construct a food system that is more viable, resilient, and capable of withstanding the problems that will be faced in the future. Through his investments in farms and agricultural technologies, he is putting himself in a position to play a significant part in tackling some of the most important issues facing the globe today, including climate change and the lack of food security. There is a possibility that Gates' investments in farmland will prove to be an essential component of the solution as the globe continues to struggle with the consequences of climate change and the requirement for environmentally responsible food production. The emphasis that he places on technology, sustainability, and innovation has the potential to assist in the transformation of agriculture into an industry that is better able to feed the expanding population of the world while also safeguarding the environment. Many people may have been taken aback by Bill Gates' choice to purchase farmland. Nevertheless, when you take a deeper look at his plans for the future, it becomes clear that this decision makes great sense. Gates is putting his huge fortune to work by investing in a sector that will be essential to the continued existence of future generations. He is doing this by putting an emphasis on matters of sustainability, innovation, and global food security. There is little doubt that Gates' agricultural investments are a part of a much wider strategy to transform the food systems of the world for the better. This is the case despite the fact that his methods and objectives may give rise to some issues. Bill Gates is once again demonstrating that he is more than simply a visionary in the field of technology. He is instead a man who has a plan for the future of humanity, regardless of whether or not you agree with his approach. It would appear that farming is a component of that plan. It is a question of whether or not the world will follow his example. Time is the only thing that can tell. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos exploring the fascinating world of billionaires, their investments, and the impact they're having on the world around us. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts on Bill Gates' farmland investments. What do you think the future of farming looks like?